You want more clients for your business, though not all clients will do. Ideally, you want those ideal clients, those ones that are going to pay you well and you love working with. And so we need to answer this question of how to choose a target market. Hi, my name is Tiffanie Kellog, and I am excited to share quite a few ideas on how to choose your target market, because I believe it's very crucial in creating success for your business. Now, we've got a couple questions we're going to answer. First, what is target market? Like, what's the definition? Then we're going to talk about who's your ideal client, then collaboration over competition. Maybe you could even get referrals from your competition. More to come on that, and how to grow a referral business. And if you're thinking you wanted to skip ahead to one of those conversations, do feel free to do so. You can look in the description below. And we're even going to squeeze in how to find your target market online at the end. So when it comes to what is the definition of target market, I went to Incentive's Ignite Your Business program, which is one of the programs that I facilitate, to pull the definition. And it says, target market is a group of customers that the business has decided, because of its emotionally charged connection, to aim its marketing efforts and its merchandise towards. A well-defined target market is a fundamental element to a referral marketing strategy. When it comes to defining your target market, the goal is you want to be specific to be terrific. And I know that's corny and kind of rhymes, but it's so very true. The better of a picture that we can paint in others' mind's eye, the easier it is for them to go out there and find it. And so I thought I'd share a couple of examples to help us visualize that ideal client. For example, this could be female first responders, which could be fire, police, EMT, in Palm Harbor who does CrossFit. Now, if you're thinking, but Tiffanie, I don't know where Palm Harbor is, just put in whatever town or suburb that you live in. Another example could be a couple whose last child just moved out of the house, who loves bike riding and visiting craft breweries. Now, again, you might be thinking, what does this have to do with, like, what kind of person is selling to that? So that's not the important part. It's about determining who is that ideal client, who's the good fit. Could be a single mom in your town that's always declining calls from creditors because she's past due. Are you starting to think in your head, oh yeah, I know that gal that's always pressing, you know, and she like, I mean, it's different when you're like, because it's spam, because we know that's happening all the time lately. But there's kind of a different feel reaction when it's the creditors. Or it could be something like a woman suffering from infertility that are looking to get pregnant. We're giving an example of a very specific thing to hopefully get a picture in your mind's eye. And once you get that picture, you're able to say, ooh, okay, I know exactly who it is that I'm looking for. And the power of this can be massive. Dr. Manita Sandifer, who after she took Incentive's Ignite Your Business program, changed her target market. And what resulted for her? 90% less work, making 50% more money. Love, Dr. Marnita, that you were able to switch your focus, that ideal client, to help you make more money. Now, that is something that you want to keep in mind. When it comes to picking and defining your target market, we want to take into consideration, okay, who pays me well and whom do I enjoy working with? Because the people that I like work with, if they don't make me any money, not a good fit. If the people that make me a lot of money, I don't like working with, not a good fit. So you're going a combination of the two. Now, exploring this conversation, you know, who is your ideal client? We asked Incentive Referrals for Life community member and owner of Avery Construction, Jason Avery, his thought on this, you know, target market ideal client.
Target market. Well, when I first started, it was just a few guys doing labor, bookkeeper working 1 day a week, and I was sales, I was marketing, I was project management, and I was taking any and every kind of project that I could get. Thought I needed it, thought I was desperate for the money, put it all together. That maybe if I go fix somebody's broken toilet today, when they're ready to remodel their kitchen, they're going to call me back. And after 4 or 5 years of this, and lots of situations where I was losing money because I would only charge them a few $100 to go out there, which seemed like an inflated price to begin with, trying to cover the trip. Somehow something would be missing, or we'd have to go back to Home Depot and then come back and regroup, start over, and it would take an extra trip, or we'd get it done and then there'd be a little warranty issue. We'd have to go back and touch it up or something. And it was just, by the time we're done with all this invested time and material, he absolutely wasn't gaining any money and was in fact losing money in a lot of those scenarios. And Tiffanie, just kind of called me out in class and said, count them. Tell me how many of them actually called you back. Those people you fix the toilets for, how many of them actually remodeled a kitchen or a bathroom after that? I couldn't even give her one. And I couldn't think of even one. And it was a real eye-opener for me that, the target is different. The person who's going to go fix the toilet in the first place is not the same person that's going to go tear it out. And then while we're doing it, we might as well do the floors, the shower, and cabinets and everything else. And it's totally different demographics of people. And so I've been spinning my wheels a lot. So over the years, and at first I implemented, okay, well, if it's less than 1,000, I won't touch it. A couple more years later, if it's less than 5,000, we're not going to touch it. A couple years later, if it's less than 10, now 15 is where I left off. And really, I'm about to say 20. And as I bring up the bottom, and it's increasing my average sale. And so my average sale back in the day was a $20,000 sale. Today, my average sale is $65,000. I still do 15 and 20s, but I do 150 to 250 as well. The average project is 65. So, but it's far up when you're building your business. Just masters in business administration. It's how can I increase my close? How can I increase my average? That's how I'm going to increase my revenue. And so it's just as simple as that. So today the target is only the people who are doing complete remodels, 5 or more trades, a minimum of 15,000. If it goes over 500,000, really I'm losing interest again because I don't want to compete with 10 other people for the cheapest price. And I stay in my lane. But I know that it's the woman who buys from me, not her husband. She's in that point in life where either she just moved out, the kids just moved out of the house, she's got a new empty nest, or her career just ended. There's something missing in that woman's life. And it starts with spring cleaning and remodeling one room, and then we're going to remodel the whole darn house. It's just a bug that they catch at that time in life. This woman lives on a golf course property or on a waterfront view. She bought the home for the view, and she'll make it her own now. We're going to, redesign it all. And or the kids have just worn it out. She already had the perfect home the way she loved it 15, 20 years ago. And then now that the family's beat it up for the last 20 years, the kids are gone, it's time to start over. And so really understanding who that person is you're after, exactly what kind of project, and not being afraid to say no and give away. I don't ever say no and so abruptly direct. I don't say, no, I can't do that for you.
And we're going to pause Jason right here because he's getting ready to explore more of this conversation of competition versus collaboration. And so I want to take a look at how that can be different.
I say, you know what? I'm not the perfect fit for this project, but I know a lot of contractors here in town. I coach some of them. Some of them are my resources. Let me just get you hooked up with the right resource. And then I take that person that I don't really want and I turn it into a referral outgoing to somebody I'm trying to motivate. And the more times I can do that, then the more they want to give it back. So other contractors who do exactly what I do are potentially my best referral partners. And it's because I can give to them all day long. If I get 300 opportunities this year to work on, I'm going to keep 100 of them and I'm going to give away 200 of them. And I'm going to give them to the guys that are going to be motivated. And if they just give me a couple back, it's a huge difference. Close ratio difference as well. If I go to the home show to get the lead, I close 15% of the time, 16.4 currently. If you go to the home show, that's what I get. But if I'm closing a referral, I'm closing 29.6% of the time. Huge difference. So if I take that home show lead, say, not so good, you take it. 85% of the time, I didn't give away anything. But when it goes to them, it becomes a referral to them, and they got again about a 30% chance of closing it. So, and same when it comes back, just trade on time. It's unbelievable how it's paid me back over the years. And so, yeah, I picked it all up right here at Ignite Your Business.
And so when we first started working together, it was like you and a couple of guys and a part-time bookkeeper. Will you want to share with people what your business world looks like right now, as far as the businesses that you have?
So on the average day at Avery Construction, there's about 40 people working, and there's 30 of those people, which are the in-house labor pool. They're backed up by additional subcontractors and people from outsourced. And then we have 10 people on the administrative team. 3 people are selling, 3 people are managing. One guy's doing all the permitting and compliance. One guy's doing all the accounting and finance, CFO stuff. And my capacity was reduced to marketing and to go out there and just be the brand and to bring in new revenue streams, the referral partners, Now, for me, that's the architects, the interior designers, and the other GCs. And that's the only role I had left in my company.
Yep. I totally think that we have a massive opportunity to turn our competition into collaboration, into our best referral sources. And I have a whole bunch of videos on YouTube that you can check out about developing those referral relationships. Speaking of how to grow those referrals, how to grow your referral business, I think that a lot of times people are looking at, how do I grow my business? And target market is actually the number one step that you need to follow in order to create referral success. Now, I think you can survive without knowing your target market, though you're never going to thrive. And if we want those massive referrals flowing in, filling up our bank account, we're going to want to narrow down that target market. That is step one of our 5 steps to referral success that is inside our MORE Referrals program. Now, it is free, done online. You can go to the website in the description below. Click on that, subscribe. We'll explore more target market. We've got a video and some worksheets and some extra examples in that, as well as steps 2 through 5. Now, last conversation I promised, how to find your target market online. And I think a lot of times people are thinking, okay, what's the right social media platform for me? And there is no blanket answer. It isn't, you're a mom, go to Pinterest. It's not you own a construction company, go to home. It's not you're an attorney, go to LinkedIn. I think it varies and it depends on who your target market is. And so you could have one general contractor whose clientele is on Pinterest, another who's on home, but the third could be on LinkedIn. We don't know. So you need to determine your target market and then find out. And if you're like, I'm not sure where my target market is at online, then I would go to some of your clients that you already have or people that you wish would be your clients and ask them, what platforms are they using online? They'll give you the idea and then you'll know where to go hang out. And so typically when it comes to which social media platform is right for me, where is my target market online is the answer. I know it's not like a for real answer, but it does vary and it does depend. And we want to make sure that we're making the most out of it. So in the description below, do me a favor, tell us who that ideal client, that target market is for you. Let us know who we should be on the lookout for on your behalf, being specific to be terrific. And if you're thinking, this just wasn't enough, I need more help. One of the modules we have in Ignite Your Business is finding your ideal client. We spend 2.5 hours really diving into this conversation. And if you've never visited us for a module before, I'd love to have you as my guest. Drop me an email. I'd love to invite you out, have you come check it out, and we'll help you figure out your target market. Happy networking, y'all.